What's up? This is Alex Chu. Uh, coming at you another, coming at you with another episode. In this episode, I want to talk about another nasty divorce. Edwin, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ewan McGregor. The guy who played Obi-Wan in Star Wars series. Yeah, Obi-Wan is got a divorce. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you exactly what cost him this divorce, okay? It's a lot of money, man. I'm not talking about one-time deal. I'm talking about for the rest of his life. But before I talk about that, I want to tell you my name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. For example, in 4 or 5 months, I'll be 50, right? I still look pretty good. See how thin I am? Look at that. I don't have any muscles on my belly because I never work out. Never go never go to the gym, right? Every day I eat what I want. But anyway, if you want to stay physically young forever, you go to livemuchlonger.com, livemuchlonger.com. Link is at bottom of this video, okay? Check out my Amazon customer reviews. I have 81 reviews now on Amazon. Most of them, get this, my average is 4.1 stars. 4.1 stars, that's very high. 4.1 stars, imagine that. Anyway, let's talk about Ewan McGregor. He filed a divorce with his wife in what 2018, right? And it's right now it's 2020. It's finalized. The divorce is finalized. He married his wife when he was only like 28 or 29. Back in what 19 that must be 1990, right? 1990. His wife was like 4 years older than him, right? Right now he's 49-year-old, and then his wife is 54. I don't know what happened, but based on what I know, he found a girlfriend. He found another girlfriend. It doesn't matter if he found a girlfriend or the wife cheated on this guy. It does not matter. I mean, it's not fair. The reason is because his wife was nobody. His wife was like fucking 4 years older than him. Marry him for his money. His wife wasn't anything. She wasn't famous. She wasn't anything. She's just a housekeeper. She wasn't anything. And the divorce, when the divorce is finalized, she gets the 5.6 million dollar mansion, mortgage paid off. She gets that. She gets 5 cars. For some reason, they have like 40 cars. Now she got the mansion, so I guess the husband, Ewan McGregor, he has to buy another mansion to house all these cars. They have like 40 cars. The wife gets 5 of them, right? So the other 35 he has to rent a garage, like a warehouse or a garage somewhere, or he has to buy another mansion to house all those cars. I don't know why they have so many cars. Uh, and then she's getting half of all the royalties from Star Wars. For life. I'm talking about for life. All his royalties from Star Wars, from other movies that he made. Ever since they got married. So all the royalties from Star Wars, all the other movies. And then she also get this, $35,000 a month spousal support for life because they filed a divorce in California. California has a lifetime spousal support thing. So basically, he has to pay, his ex-wife $35,000 every month. I'm talking about not year. I'm talking about every month he has to pay this woman $35,000 for life. I'm talking about another 50 years, another 60 years, as long as she can live. $35,000 a month. Think about that. She does absolutely nothing. She doesn't have to do anything. She's a queen. She's a princess. Which does not include, because they have 4 children, right? That does not include child support. He also has to pay child support in addition to that. Okay? Child support, they didn't say how much. But you know, I think child support gets to be another $50,000 a month or something because he's rich. So he's so another $50,000 a month. I'm just thinking, what will happen is what happened if one day he runs out of all of his money? One day if like 10 years later, nobody really watched Star Wars anymore. Nobody rents Star Wars. Nobody buys Star Wars DVD anymore. Then his royalty runs dry, and then he still owed the wife $35,000 a month. What's he gonna do? $35,000? That's a lot of money, man. And then the child support. Child support ends if when his oldest child becomes like 20 some year old. Uh, but I'm just thinking $35,000 a month, man. That's plus the wife gets half of the royalty from Star Wars. What if the royalties from Star Wars run dry? Like, I don't know, 10 years later, 20 years later, he still owed the wife $35,000 a month. I'm telling you, if you have a son, okay, do not encourage your son to get married. I'm not joking. This is not even funny. If you have a buddy, do not encourage your buddy to get married. It's just not. It's just stupid. It's insane. It's irresponsible. Encourage somebody to get married. It's just irresponsible. We don't do that shit anymore. Don't encourage somebody to get married. Somebody really wants to get married, tell them to buy a sex doll. Tell them to spend $800 on AliExpress buy themselves a sex doll. Don't tell someone to get married. It's just see Aaron. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ewan McGregor. Yeah, married his wife for 22 years, right? Uh, is it 22 years or 20 years? I'm not sure. But 1990. Oh, wait a minute. Must be longer than that. Not 22 years. No, I'm sorry. I forgot when they. I heard it was 22 years of marriage. Okay, 22 years of marriage. So must have married the wife when he was like what, 1998 or something. You go check. Anyway, they've been married for 20 some years, right? I'm telling you, most of the marriages, okay, like most of the marriages, 99% of the marriages do not pass 20 some years. You know, for example, all the big divorce cases recently. Ewan McGregor, Dr. Dre also married his wife for like 20 years. What's his name? Will Smith married his wife for like 20, 22, or 23 years. But you know what? Most of these marriages are fake. What I meant is, what I mean is, their relationship went sour long time ago. You know, for example, this Ewan McGregor, he's been dating his girlfriend for so many years, like 6 or 7 years. The the relationship went bad long time ago. You understand? And now is they don't the man does not want a divorce because he is afraid that the wife would take everything. Yeah, that's the reason why they drag on. But then at the end, you cannot avoid it. You cannot avoid the inevitable. For example, like Dr. Dre, the wife is like suing him for $500 million. Ewan McGregor, got to give up half of his royalty from Star Wars, give up the $5.6 million mansion, mortgage paid off, you know, give up $35,000 a month for life, plus child support and all that bullshit, 5 cars. Yeah, oh my God, it's horrible. It is just horrible. And then 99% of the marriages nowadays, okay, they don't last more than 20 some years. So you do the math. Is it worth it? Even if you hit the jackpot, even if you found your fucking soulmate. Oh, this is my soulmate. Okay, 22 years of soulmate. And then ka-ching, costs you tons of money, I mean, if you're lucky, if you're just a poor ass motherfucker, you ain't got shit, you're living inside a trailer park, You know, all you got is a fucking van. You know, you rent a house or you rent a apartment. You know, and all you have is like two cars. That's your only possession. Then you're lucky. Then I think if that's you, you should get married. You should. If you know you're just a fucking loser, you know you're not gonna gain anything in life, right? The most you could have is like a car or two cars and a rented apartment. You should get married because you have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? And then if the wife like fucking ask you for like after she divorced you and ask you for spousal support, fuck it. If I were you, I take off. I say goodbye. I just move to another state. You know, fuck you. I become a fugitive. Just move to another state. Maybe maybe rent a trailer somewhere in the middle of a desert, like somewhere in Arizona. You know, and then work in a I don't know work in a restaurant as a bartender at night or something. You know, I mean if that's you, you know you ain't got nothing going for you. You're just living inside a trailer park or renting an apartment. You know, then yeah, you should get married. You know, but if you have a house, you have a career, you're paying mortgage. I don't know. It's just not worth it. You know. It. I mean, it's like the more successful you are, like Ewan McGregor, right, movie star. You know, the harder you're gonna fall. And I mean, when you fall, man, you're not talking about just to pay the wife like a few $1 million. She just fucking walk away and goodbye. No, now he has to pay her dedicated $35,000 every month for the rest of his life. Think about that. I'm just thinking, what's gonna happen? I mean, one day he lost the ability to earn money. One day, if he's not that famous anymore, actually, he is not that famous anymore. Honestly, nowadays he's nobody remembers this guy anymore. I mean, that Star Wars movie, that Obi-Wan Kenobi character, what came out like what 10 years ago or something, 15 years ago or something. That was his last appearance, right? He's not that famous anymore. I'm just concerning. It's like one day if nobody buys that shit anymore, nobody buys Star Wars anymore, then what the fuck is he gonna do? He still owe the wife $35,000 a month. How's he gonna pay that shit? I don't get it. You know, sell his cars. I don't know. He has like 40 cars, right? Sell his cars, I guess. Huh. But anyway, trust me. Don't get married. Do not encourage your son or your friend to get married. Okay, it's just not worth it. Even if one day they change the law, imagine that. Even if they one day they change the law, it's you know, remember the law could always be changed around. You know, one day they change the law to make it easier. Next day somebody change it back to make it even tougher. Don't think about it.